What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't filmed videos for about like a year. Like last time I was in BC, which I'm here right now, but I thought I would film this one because I keep getting questions on my Instagram, which will be in the description, about like, oh, which college at UofT should I pick, which college is like the best for me. So I decided I'll make one video because this is like, I was struggling with this a lot as well, like picking college for first year. So I just want to preface with like a couple things. First, your college really doesn't matter all that much. It's just where you're going to be living in first year if you decide to live on residence. There's like minor differences in scholarships and the support that they can give you, but it's nothing major, so don't get too stressed out about like which college you decide to do, because I mean your first year experience is going to be what you make of it regardless of which college you're in. It's just some of them will make it better for you. So another little preface is the colleges are only really for arts and science students. Other faculties like engineering don't really have colleges, and they usually live in Chestnut residence, which I'll talk about as well. Okay, so let's start with New College. This is where I lived. There's tons of videos and like stuff on my Instagram, so that's again in the description. So if you want to like check it out, see what it's actually like to like live there first year, there you go. I would say there's a really good community there. Sorry if I keep looking down, it's because I have my laptop here with notes, but I would say New College is a really good community. It's super easy to make friends, and loads of people live in res, so it's like super easy to like connect with them and just like go to parties and hang out a lot. There's like I think 5,000 people in New College, not living on res obviously, but it's a large community, so you'll find people to hang out with. There are 3 buildings, Wilson, Wetmore, and Wilcox. I would say 45 Wilcox is the best because it's just a lot newer and like the rooms are a lot bigger and nicer. There were rumors about like Wilson and Wetmore having fucking rats in the basement, so try Wilcox if you can. They do have shared bathrooms with the whole floor, which is like dorm style, and the bathrooms are all gender, which is kind of scary the first time you get there because I don't know, it's a big change for me at least, like having to shower like with guys there and like pee with guys there, but you'll get used to it within like the first week. The location is really, I would say it's pretty average, honestly. Like you're on the edge of campus. Like I'll probably include a map right here while I'm talking, but it's on the edge of campus kind of, so it's like pretty near to like other shops and stuff, but it's kind of like, it's still like a 10-15 minute walk to most of your classes depending on what faculty you're in. I would say as well for parties, this is just like a personal insight because I actually lived there, but if you had more than like 6 people in your room at a time, you would get shut down within like half an hour, so you just have to like be a little more quiet. Like the Dons were a little bit more aggressive about like their policing and stuff. I would also say there's more international kids at New College, and you're basically guaranteed a single room, and because people who want doubles usually ask for them because they're cheaper, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get a single room. Okay, University College. I didn't live there, but I have a lot of friends who are in it, and from what they've told me, it was a close-knit community. Everyone's like very friendly, relaxed. There's a lot more parties, I think. The Dons are a lot more chill, so they don't like bus parties that often. People have said Whitney and Morrison are the best halls. I know a friend was in Morrison and it was really, really nice. Like, the rooms were really nice. Community seemed really nice. It was just overall really nice. They also have shared bathrooms, dorm style. The location, in my opinion, is like one of the better ones. It's right on St. George Street. I'll put another map up. But this is the location right here. It's really close to everything and really close to all your classes. It's pretty much in the middle of campus, so that's great. Okay, and then for UC, there's also fewer international students, but it's more of a mix, so there's more of a mix of like domestic and international, so it's like, I would say better. Single rooms is also almost guaranteed, and I asked my friends for like feedback on their colleges pretty much since I'm not in them, so I'm just gonna read out a couple things. This is from one of my friends who lived in University College. I asked for things they liked, things they didn't like, and like one good thing that they would tell first years. So my friend said the first thing she liked was how social and friendly everyone was and how UC is located in the middle of campus. And the thing she didn't like was that the dining hall closed at 7:30. Something first year should know is to sign up for Frosh week because It's the easiest way to make friends and get involved, and University College puts on so many events that are super fun. I would agree with that for all colleges pretty much. Sign up for orientation because, I mean, personally, mine wasn't great, but I wouldn't have met the friends that I met if it wasn't like them putting us into groups and like kind of bonding over how shit it was. So, yeah, definitely sign up for orientation if it's in person. If it's online, up to you. Okay, moving on to Woodsworth. I would say for Woodsworth, the rooms are a lot nicer, but the community isn't as good, so like it gets a bit lonely at times. But that being said, first year is what you make of it. If you want friends, you'll be able to find friends. The way the rooms are here is like a 4 to 6 person suite, like an apartment with 2 bathrooms. So as opposed to like the colleges I've listed before, University and New, Woodsworth is a lot more like apartment style. You have to cook for yourself and everything like that, and clean your own apartment and stuff. But if you prefer like having stuff done the way you want it, like your own bathroom and stuff, this is a much better option for you. In my opinion, this is the best location because it's right near the subway station. I'll put a map up again. This is the location. It's really, really convenient to get everywhere. Parties, class, everything. It's just a great location. One thing she liked was that they had free pads for women and pancakes on Wednesdays. That's something my college didn't do, which is great. She didn't say something she didn't like, which I assume means her experience there was very good. And she thinks that first year should know that the academic registrars are absolute lifesavers, particularly Barbara, who's helped her countless times with navigating her academic pathway. They're super unjudgmental and will never judge you for how many times you need them, so reach out whenever you need help and don't be shy. I would agree with that. I mean, considering the tuition that we pay, you may as well take full advantage of everything that they're giving you, and the resources here are pretty good. Okay, moving on to Innis. I'm not gonna lie, like, as we go down, I know less and less about these colleges, so forgive me if I don't have as much information, but I would recommend going on Reddit, the UofT Reddit page, and asking questions, or just calling up the college and asking questions, because that's the best way you're going to get to know information. Okay, Innis College is 4 to 5 person apartment style, very similar to Woodsworth. 2 bathrooms in the suite, cook for yourself. One thing about Innis though is there's no really good parties. It's kind of a dead college, but since it's apartment style, it's easier to have friends over, and like you can, if you do want to host and your roommates are okay with it, you can have bigger parties. The location's also insanely good. I would say probably top 2 behind Woodsworth. I don't really have much information on Innis, so I'm just gonna read what my friend said. Okay, he said he liked that everyone was super friendly and it's small, so you get to know all the people you meet very well, and all the staff were kind and responsive. He didn't really like living in the res though because it was pretty boring most nights and not very social, and it made it really hard to meet people in res after orientation. And he said that if you want to party, choose New College. That's what he would tell first years, which I would agree with because we had so much fun first year. But yeah, moving on to Trinity. This is like a kind of a controversial one because people say it's like a bit culty, and there's like a secret. The secret society is real though. They got like exposed a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, which you can read up about if you just search up like Trinity Secret Society. That may like factor into your decision. There's a bit of like, from what I've heard, there's a bit of an elitist mentality there. It's harder to get into, and there's lots of traditions, so if that's kind of your thing, then great, go for that. There is a dining hall, so you don't cook for yourself. The architecture is super nice. It's got a really nice vibe. I've been to like the quad and stuff, and just walking around, it really feels like you're in like a different time period. It's really fun. There are single gender and mixed gender floors. It's mostly international relations majors in Trinity. The location's also really good, I would say. It's right next to the gym. The architecture is really nice. Like, it's just a great place to live. Pretty close to every class as well. The parties they have there, from what I've heard, aren't really like typical like college ragers. It's more like academic parties. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I think Trinity is more of a serious college than like a fun one. I'm gonna read what one of my friends told me about the college. Okay, she said she liked the small community, but also didn't because it gets toxic really fast. So that's something to keep in mind. I've heard that as well. It's more like a high school than like university. She said it was nice to know everyone. One thing first year should know is that to actually do well in school, you need to go to lecture. Don't even skip one because that starts a cycle of bad habits. I would agree with that. I didn't skip any lectures in first year, but I know a couple of my friends who did really fell behind quickly because it's so easy to get trapped, so just don't do that, I guess. Okay, Victoria College. I really don't know much all about Victoria College. I've been there like twice. The architecture is super, super nice though, and like it's really pretty to walk around and sit in the quad and stuff. One thing that people like really get drawn to about Victoria is they have really, really good scholarships, and you get $1,000 a year automatically applied to your tuition if your GPA is 3.5 or above, your cumulative GPA. You have the option of single and double rooms. I can't really speak on like which halls are the best, but from what I've like gathered from friends and research and stuff, people say Upper Burwash, Lower Burwash, and Margaret Addison Hall are the best. I have no way of quantifying that, but there you go. Most kids in Victoria are in the arts program, and it's near more of the arts buildings, so that's something to keep in mind. I'll pop the map up on the screen again, and you can look at where Victoria College is. I'd say it's a really good location as well. It's near Museum Station, so it's easy to get around the city. And now we'll read. Okay, so my friend said that one thing he liked was that the people were super nice. He didn't like that it was far away from his classes, so I guess his program was different. Like he wasn't in arts, so it was far away from all of his classes. One thing first years should know is to manage their time. So a little bit of insight for you. Lastly, St. Mike's. I've actually never been to St. Mike's, never even seen it, so I actually don't have a friend in St. Mike's. I have a friend who is in the college but didn't live there first year, and yeah, I just don't really know anyone else in St. Mike's, so I can't like speak to what they've told me because I have no clue. But from the research I've done online, I've gathered that there's a dining hall, so you don't cook for yourself. It's not too good, but it's not too bad apparently. New College definitely has the best food, and then I'd say it kind of goes downhill like as the list goes down, so keep that in mind. The best building I've heard is Elmsley Hall, because it got renovated recently, so it has a bunch of new stuff. It's also a quiet community with really nice buildings. It's more of like a laid back vibe. It is a religious college, which you should keep in mind. However, from what I've heard, it's really not enforced much. Like people aren't religious, there's just churches around. It's really big though, so I think it's 5,000 kids, the same as New College. So there's loads of different vibes. You'll be able to find anyone pretty much there. The location's also really good. I'll put the map up on screen and show you where it is again. It's right here. I think the location's pretty good. I don't know anyone in St. Mike's, as I mentioned before. If I do get more insight, I'll put it in the description. So forgot to talk about Chestnut, but basically, Chestnut is like 20 or 30 minutes, or 15 to 20 minutes away from the main campus. It's like a renovated hotel, but they usually put a bunch of first years there that they can't fit in like the normal colleges. They fit a lot of first years in Chestnut. I would say it's a whole community on its own, like it's kind of its own college. So usually you'd be a part of a college, like say you're in New College. If they don't have enough space for you, they guarantee you placement in Chestnut. It's usually if you apply late, or if you're just unlucky. Some kids are just unlucky and they get Chestnut, but from what I've heard, it's actually pretty nice. Like the food's really good. There's a nice community there. It's pretty much like New College from what I've heard, except there's only double rooms. And it's far away from campus. That's the only thing. If you have any questions, just hit me up on Instagram. I can't promise I'll reply because honestly, like sometimes you guys ask me questions about like master's programs and I'm literally 19. Like I know nothing about a fucking master's yet. So if the question is valid, I'll take my time and reply, but sometimes they're not. Anyway, just ask me and we'll see. That's it though. Hope you enjoyed. If you want more videos, just put what you want in the description or in the comments because I don't know what to make. So just tell me what you guys want and I'll make it. Thanks for watching.